Hey, my friends, it's Dr. James and Dr. Brandon from My Performance Docs. We're about to go ahead and start right up with, this is exercise video number 6. So we'll get right after it. This is going to focus mostly on the legs. All right, Dr. Brandon's going to start with the alternating forward step. This is going to be like a precursor to a lunge exercise. But, you know, as you know, as we've been preaching to you, we're starting out kind of low speed on things, a little bit more beginner, trying to build good habits. Stick with us. We will progress you. So Brandon's stepping out with a little bit of bend going into the front knee. He's accepting his weight with that front foot and then pushing through that front foot to come back to a stance to where he's, feet side by side each other. Gradually, he may start to feel this in the fronts of his legs or his quadriceps. He may not. Again, this is an early kind of beginner move, but we'll progress it. How you feeling, bud?
Feels good. Yeah, I think you guys can definitely see the carry over to walking, right? If I didn't come back to where I started and just kept on going, just like walking, right? And certainly we go into some depths. Now we're at a lunge.
Absolutely. We're about to change it up to a move called butt kicks or butt kickers, okay? So what we got going now, Brandon's standing. He's got some support through this box here. You can use a countertop at home. And he's just bending his knee. I want you to notice one thing that he's not doing. He's not rocking a whole lot forward and back. And he's keeping his front of his thigh forward. He's not bringing his thigh back as he goes. He's keeping all that straight, and he's bending at the knee to get some nice activation of the hamstring here. Switch legs, buddy. All right, now we're going to the left leg. Perfect. So you at home, you might be starting to feel this in the back of your thigh or your hamstring, okay? Exercise to your tolerance. And when you're done, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can keep hanging out with us and keep watching. Again, with today being exercise 6, if you go on in order, you've completed 2 weeks of exercise. So you should definitely feel accomplished for that. We're about to go into a new movement, something called swimmers. So Dr. Brandon's going to just alternate arms up and down, as you can see. Doing an upper extremity exercise to kind of break up the activity on the legs we've been doing. So, Dr. Brandon, how are things going?
Good. Realizing my shoulders are a little sore from some workouts this week. So, yeah, it's good. Maybe loosen some things up. Yeah, definitely on that last one, felt it good in the hamstrings. If anybody out there is watching, you played some sports later on in life, like for me, maybe 25 years ago. We did some movements called butt kickers where we ran and we did those. So we just kind of split it up a little bit, one leg at a time, slow, controlled.
There we go. Very good. And while he's doing this, you can even, I can picture maybe somebody singing that Wipeout song. I won't torture y'all anymore with my singing. 4 more seconds, and we're going to go into a move called fire hydrants. This is going to really light up the hips a little bit. So you're going to see, I'll put an image of another view here of Dr. Brandon, more from the front, but basically coming out, knee bent, you're going to start to feel on the outside of your hips here, okay? And in earlier videos, we've talked about the importance of the muscle here on the outside of the hip, or the gluteus medius, and its role in helping you be stable as you walk. But this is so important for balance, y'all, so important for balance. All right, switch, buddy.
Yeah, that one gets going pretty good. You definitely feel that one inside of the hip.
Yeah, and this is the fire hydrant. Now, as we progress, and if you're feeling more advanced, you can do a variation of this with a band around the thighs, and we'll show that in a later video. But this is good. This is a really good exercise. Again, these are called fire hydrants. All right, you got 3 more seconds, bud. We're going to go into a movement called egg beaters. So Dr. Brandon's standing on one leg, and the other leg's just doing circles. We're not going to get overly complicated. We'll just go in one direction. And remember, the faster you beat, the more fluffy those eggs come out in the omelet or scrambled eggs, what have you.
Hey, so here's a question. So if you're scrambling some eggs, you're mixing them up, you put a little bit of milk in there?
I have. I've done milk. I've done like crushed up crackers and bread to make them a little fluffier. Switch. You at home, if you've got a perfect scrambled egg or egg recipe, go ahead and drop it in the comments. Let us know. Milk, no milk, butter. I mean, what is your opinion? What do you think?
I like a little bit of milk in there. I think it makes it a little fluffy.
Do you go like straight up like full flavor milk, whole milk? Or are you going half and half, skim? Like
2%.
2%. Okay.
2%.
All right. Well, you have it here, guys. You didn't know this would turn into a cooking channel as well. We're going back to the alternate steps. Here we go.
You know, but that kind of reminds me of a time recently where somebody used the term. I believe she asked you if you didn't mind if your omelet was flat. You guys ever heard of a flat omelet? So apparently, if you don't whip it up and then you make an omelet, it's flat versus fluffy.
Yeah, this was at Three Squares Diner. We met for a Bible study one morning, and she was like, "Is you okay? Okay if it's flat?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's totally cool. Let it be flat."
I mean, at the end of the day, it's fuel. It's consumption for fuel, right? That's what food is.
Flat fuel, but fuel nonetheless.
Yeah. Pretty sure the calorie content was the same.
I think it was exactly the same. Absolutely. 20 seconds. How you feeling, bud?
Good. Going from the butt kickers, the fire hydrants, and then the egg beaters, definitely felt it a lot in the hips for sure. Okay. Good burn. So one thing we talked about in previous videos, the leg that you're standing on ends up getting a lot of work too, not just the leg that's moving. And so that was one thing that I felt when I switched over from the butt kickers. Thinking about the fire hydrants already.
There we go, right? That's right.
But yeah, stance leg was definitely working a lot too.
Excellent, excellent.
Now, one thing y'all might remember from other videos too, we talked about if you're holding on with one hand, which hand. So here I'm holding on same side as my stance leg. That's not as stable as if you hold on with the other. But doing that so you guys can see this leg moving versus the one that's kind of hidden over
Switch. Here. Yeah, that was mostly for your benefit. So you're welcome. Tell your friends how kind he is. Super kind.
Yep, safety first. I want you guys to be balanced while you're doing these exercises.
Absolutely. Yep. 15 seconds. Good. I'm also wanting to know in the comments, is anybody still sore? You having any carryover soreness from earlier exercise videos? We want to know all this stuff. And if there's anything particular you'd like to see these, any particular direction you'd like to see these take as the channel matures and as the exercises go on and progress, please let us know that too. We're here for you guys. Absolutely. Back to the swimmers, the Michael Phelpses.
There you go.
The wipeouts.
That's right.
Yeah, nice, good stroke there that he's got. You could swim, right?
Oh man, funny story about me and swimming. I don't float very well.
Yeah.
No, I sink like a rock.
Okay.
So yeah, I can swim. If I had to tread water to keep myself alive, I'd probably be a goner after about 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
I'm done there, yeah.
Okay. Treading water, that's excellent cardio. It really is. It's killer.
Very difficult, yeah.
5 seconds.
Good form of exercise, but man, tiring.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right, back to the fire hydrants. There we go. So, again, the movement Dr. Brandon's doing here, it might be similar to what like maybe a puppy dog does when he or she has to go to the restroom. Probably a he doing this movement. And typically that may or may not happen on a fire hydrant. So hence the name. But again, it's an excellent exercise for the hips.
Definitely.
2 seconds and switch.
One thing I'm thinking about here is trying to keep my knee in line with my other leg versus being out in front. Okay.
That's a good tip.
Keeping it back. Getting hamstrings again because of keeping my knee bent. So that's going back to the butt kickers where we fired the hamstrings up earlier.
Yeah, to his point, you're diving into so many things here. You've got the stability on the stance leg. You've got the glute med working on the hip. You've got the isometric contraction of the hamstrings. Switch to egg beaters. There we go. There we go.
A little different angle. Let you guys see it from the side.
Yep. You're welcome.
I don't know that it really matters for purposes of us moving in this video, whether you're going clockwise or counterclockwise. Certainly we could dive into the which muscles are working, the whole anatomy there, but probably not too important. Just move. Just get them going in a circle.
Absolutely.
I'd say the most important thing is just do it nice and controlled.
All right, switch. Yeah, don't let these egg beaters go crazy. You know, like we want to keep all the egg in the bowl we're mixing with. We don't want to make a mess in the kitchen. That'll go back to this whole thing. So then you'd be getting in trouble for leaving cabinets open and making a mess on the countertop. And, you just can't deal with that kind of static in your life.
No.
Right?
Sounds like something one of my kids would do.
Yeah, just keep things easy. Keeps it easy. All right, and time. Excellent, everybody. So that was exercise number 6. I can't believe we're that far already. Dr. Brandon, you got anything to add?
No, it was fun again. Yeah, I enjoyed that. Enjoyed the time. Hope you guys did too.
Yep, drop us some comments. Thank y'all.